Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my review of My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness by Nagata Kabi. This is a true story, like an autobiographical sort of series. This is the first one. There are a bunch of other things that she's written since the popularity of this one that I'm also interested in checking out, but for right now, this is the only one I have and the only one I've read. I know I'm late to the party. This came out, I think, a couple of years ago now. As of filming this, it's closer to the end of 2020, but this will go up in the new year. So, yeah, I bought this a little while ago, sat on my shelf, and then the other night it was like, oh my gosh, I have this and I haven't read it yet. So pulled it out and really enjoyed it. It's kind of short. It's by SevenSeas, but it's this beautiful, like, pink tone series. Really, really beautiful and kind of dark. It's about mental health. It's about sexuality. It's about, I think this woman is in her 30s, early 30s. I can't remember entirely, but she's an adult who has never had any kind of sex. She is sort of coming to terms with her sexuality, that she is interested in women, and so decides to hire a female lesbian escort. And so starts out with, okay, this is what I did, and now we're going to go rewind time and see what led up to this moment of hiring this escort. And we learn about her mental health issues, her relationship, with her family. We learn about, her relationship with her own body and how she feels about sex and why she's never experienced anything before. And then obviously we get to see the experience with this escort service and how she feels about it afterward. So yeah, it's pretty dark. It's heavy. It deals with a lot of things like mental illness, eating disorders, obviously sexual experiences, and dealing with sexuality as well. If you're looking for some kind of raunchy, like, Yuri series, this is not it. This is a woman being very, very brutally honest about her life experience and, how she feels about herself and the way she feels that other people see her. Unfortunately, some of these experiences are things that, I myself have either dealt with or, had friends who very much did. And I think that it's a very relatable story for folks who have dealt firsthand or kind of secondhand experienced any kind of mental illness or anxiety disorders or depression or anything like that. It is kind of refreshing to see somebody so honestly talk about these things. And I think that that's why it became so popular, is because people were like kind of taken aback by how open this mangaka was being about her insecurities and the things about herself that she knows are not great, but she is trying hard to change. But, we all know how mental illness works. It isn't something you can just snap your fingers and be like, okay, today I'm happy. It's a lot of work to build yourself back up. And so based on the titles of the other stories that come after this one, I would assume she continues very much to deal with various things like addiction and continuing with mental illness and anxiety. So yeah, I'm interested to read the other ones. I very much enjoyed this. I think that it was, the art is quite cute, and the just general kind of vibe of it is really, even though it's quite depressing, I guess, it is very calm, and it was just a calm read the other night, and really glad to have it, and a beautiful quality book from SevenSeas. So if you've not checked it out and you waited so long like I did, I highly recommend checking it out. There is a reason it got popular. Of course, obviously, if any of this stuff is stuff that you do not like to read about or feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed reading, then don't pick it up. But for those of you who are interested and able to handle heavier topics, I definitely recommend it. And I will for sure be picking up the other releases by Nagata Kabi as well. So that's that. If you have any thoughts, let me know. If you read something similar to this and you want to recommend something else that has a similar vibe to it, I'd be happy to hear your recommendations. Thanks for watching.